Wow, wow, wow. Gun shops ain't just busy here in 2025, they're clearing out shelves quicker than the supply trucks can roll up the gravel. And it ain't just panic or hype, these firearms are hitting the mark for what today's shooters really want. So why are rimfire revolvers flying off the racks right alongside compensated micro compacts and gas-delayed 5.7 pistols? In this video, we're taking a close look at the fastest-selling guns across the U.S. in 2025 and why each one's moving quicker than a Black Friday stampede. You'll hear about a classic dual-cylinder wheel gun you can still grab for under $210, a folding 5.7 carbine that packs like a backpacker's dream but hits like a rifle, and why Sig's X-Macro and Smith & Wesson's M&P 5.7 are selling out faster than they can box them. We'll also dig into the scoop on the new Bodyguard 2.0, Springfield's Hellcat Pro, a Rossi Lever Action that's got whitetail hunters talking, and a PSA AR-15 setup that runs like a $1,500 rifle for just over $500. Let's dive in and see what's driving the stampede at the counters. The Hellcat Pro OSP. Speaking of polymer 9mm, the micro-compact 9mm race hit another gear when Springfield rolled out the original Hellcat back in 2019. But here in 2025, folks want more grip without giving up deep concealment. That's where the Hellcat Pro OSP steps in at $649 a pistol that pairs sub-1-inch width with a flush 15-round mag and throws in a 17-round spare for holding the line back home. Its 3.7-inch hammer forged barrel keeps velocity up where it needs to be. And the slide comes factory cut for the Springfield micro footprint, meaning your favorite red dot bolts right on. No adapter plates needed. Anyone stepping up from a single stack will feel that adaptive grip texture straight away. It holds like skateboard tape under a soggy hoodie, but won't chew through your clothes when you're carrying inside the waistband. The dual captive recoil spring and melanite-treated barrel hold up after long sessions with plus P ammo. And at just 21 ounces, it's light enough to carry and stout enough to train with. You won't be making excuses. Holster makers jumped on board from day one. Whether you carry appendix, strong side, or AIWB with a light up front, odds are there's already a rig on the market with your name on it. So why's it selling faster than flapjacks at a Calvinist campfire? Simple price meets performance. Compared to the Sig X-Macro, it runs about $150 less. Compared to the Glock 48 MOS, it brings 5 more rounds and factory night sights. And unlike both, it ships with a pistol rug right in the box. First-time carriers, off-duty lawmen, and YouTube shooters cranking out split-time drills are all hunting down the same exact model. Distributors say pallets are disappearing before they even hit the showroom floor. Bodyguard 2.0. The micro pistol market keeps growing, but not many of those little guns stay shootable once they dip under 4 inches tall. Smith & Wesson's Bodyguard 2.0 pulls it off, and buyers are taking notice. For $449, you get a striker fired. .380 that tips the scale at just 11.4 ounces, yet carries 10 rounds flush or 12 with the included extended mag. The old Bodyguard's double-action pull felt rough as a gravel road. This updated version runs a flat-faced striker setup that breaks around 4 pounds and resets crisp. Slide serrations wrap clean over the top and nearly the whole length, making it easy to rack, especially for folks with weaker hands or those coming off injury. That alone moves a lot of units with seniors and folks in rehab. Trugload day sights come standard with an orange ring front blade that's easy to find, and the rear notch gives you good daylight for fast work inside 7 yards. Now, the slide's too slim for a red dot cut, but this piece is meant to vanish into a pair of shorts. Not wear an optic. On the range, recoil feels somewhere between a .22 Magnum and a soft 9mm, making double taps land easy in a Sodakin-sized A-zone. Reliability's earned a nod from early adopters. It runs brass-jacketed hollow points, flat noses, and mixed batches without a hiccup. A lot of women and first-time carriers lean toward that soft shootin' .380, and distributors say they can't keep the no-thumb safety version in stock. If you're after the thumb safety model, you might find one a bit quicker, but either way, be ready to fill out the paperwork the second the truck unloads. Toss it in a pocket holster, slip it in your gym shorts, and you've got yourself carry protection lighter than most folks' smartphones. Smith & Wesson M and P 5.7. Plenty of folks used to brush off 5.7 by 28 pistols as high-dollar gimmicks. But the M and P 5.7 turned that talk on its head. Priced at $699, it undercuts the FN 5CV while bringing a 22-round mag, a threaded 5-inch barrel, and an optic-ready slide to the table. The magic's in the Tempo dual-barrel gas system. There's an inner barrel riding inside a sleeve, and it don't unlock until the bullet clears a gas port. That drops the pressure before extraction, meaning the thing runs smooth without needing a bear of a recoil spring. Shooting this pistol feels like running a tuned race rig. The slide pulls light. The flat-faced trigger breaks right around 4 pounds. Recoil tracks straight back with barely a wiggle up top. Folks who twitch shooting 9mm find themselves ringing steel at 25 yards like it's second nature. White 3-dot sights come standard, but most folks toss on an RMSC pattern dot to take full advantage of that laser flat trajectory. Suppressor fans screw on a 1/2 by 28 can and find the round's sharp crack mellows out, nice with subsonic loads. Sales took off once shooters realized this pistol runs just about every 5.7 load out there. And the mags run about half what FN's asking. Some departments use it as a soft kick-and duty gun for smaller officers and competition shooters like how it meets minor power factor with room to spare. Ammo's getting cheaper too. More makers are cranking it out, creating the perfect storm for high-volume shooting. Dealers who order a dozen say they're gone by Sunday night, even old school. 45 folks admit its speed and featherweight recoil make training faster, cheaper, and just plain fun. One box in and casual shooters start to believe. PSA Saber AR-15. Palmetto State made its name on budget rifle kits, but the Saber line proves they can turn out a duty-grade blaster without skimping where it counts. The 16-inch mid-length version bundled with the Saber Claw 2-stage trigger. List for $549.99, leaving you room for a decent piece of glass without touching the ammo stash. You're getting a 4,150 chrome moly barrel with a 1-in-7 twist, a 15-inch hex-style MLOK handguard, and a properly staked Carpenter 158 bolt carrier group. Forged receivers wear hard anodizing, the gas keys torqued and staked, and the castle nuts locked down with dual pins, not just finger tight. Bulk M193 prints 3-inch clusters at 100 yards, while 77 grain match loads shrink that down close to 2 MO. A mighty impressive for a rifle that costs less than some stripped uppers. The trigger's a sleeper, breaking around 3.6 pounds with a clean wall and a short reset, giving the whole rifle a boutique feel without the boutique price. That mid-length gas system smooths out the recoil, making it feel more like a firm push than a sharp snap. And this ain't just marketing fluff. Testers ran 1,000 rounds through it with no extra oiling. And brass still launched clean to the 4 o'clock spot. Magazine picky? Not a bit. GI aluminum, steel, Duramag, Gen 3 PMAGs, even those cheap polymags all ran fine and dropped free. Add in the Radian Ombi charging handle and Talon safety, both installed from the factory upgrades that'd usually cost you another $100, and you've got a rifle that's ready to roll. Whether you're a first-time builder wanting something that just plain works, or a seasoned carbine hand looking for rugged reliability on a working man's dime, the Saber checks every practical box and then some. The Rough Rider. Ask any backyard plinker what'll put a grin on their face the fastest, and odds are they'll mention a Rimfire wheel gun. The Rough Rider 2-cylinder combo is vanishing from glass cases quick, cause it brings Old West charm, modern dependability, and a jaw-dropping low MSRP of $207.99. Heritage sends it out with a 22 long rifle cylinder for dirt cheap fun and a 22 magnum cylinder for varmints or light camp chores. Swapping them out takes just a few seconds. Pull the base pin, pop the cylinder, slide the next one in, and you're good to go. For the price, you'd expect corners cut, but you still get a 4 3/4-inch button-rifled alloy steel barrel in a deep black oxide finish that matches the zinc alloy frame. Fixed front blade and rear notch sights keep the look clean, and hitting 6 out of 6 soda cans at 15 yards is no sweat with a steady hand. At 30 ounces unloaded, it's got enough heft to soak up what little kick there is. So folks don't flinch, and seasoned revolver hands can fan that hammer without worrying about biting skin. A big part of what's driving sales is budget-minded collectors. For what you'd pay for one plastic 9mm, you could pick up 3 Rough Riders with different grips. Toss them in the range bag, and still have cash left over for a brick of ammo. Toss in the Western movie revival, and you'll see families picking up a pair so dad and daughter can square off at spinner targets together. No special mags to chase, no optic cuts to fiddle with, just honest single-action fun, the way they used to make it, at a price nearly anyone can swing. If you're building a rimfire lineup for training days, this little revolver's the first brick to lay down. The Sig X-Macro. When Sig rolled out the P365 back in 2018, it rewrote more than a few rules on what folks expected from a carry gun. Shooters asked for more capacity, softer recoil, and a longer grip. Sig answered with the X-Macro, sitting at right around $799. A 17-round steel mag rides in a frame barely wider than 1 inch. The 3.1-inch barrel might usually bring a snappy kick, but Sig added 2 slide ports that vent gas upward to fight it. That built-in compensator cuts down split times without sticking out like a threaded barrel and stays legal in the more restrictive states. The macro grip frame ships with small, medium, and large backstraps, so whether you're wearing gloves or packing petite hands, the gun fits just right. X-ray 3 day and night sights sit ahead of the optic window, so if your red dot goes dark, you've still got a glowing front post to steer by. The rail's a true 1913 slot, which means most lights and lasers bolt on straight, no adapters, no guesswork. Match that with a flat 75-degree trigger and a crisp 3-pound brake. And you've got a carry gun that runs like a range toy but still tucks under a t-shirt when it's time to disappear. Reliability is what's driving the stampede. The X-Macro runs steel case, Plinken ammo, and heavy 147-grain HSTs. Like it don't care. Rental counters report these things hidden over 8,000 rounds between spring swaps and still grouping inside 2 inches at 15 yards. That kind of track record pushed it into gun brokers' top 3 autoloaders for 6 months running. And some dealers have had to limit folks to 2 per head just to keep the shelves fair. Big capacity, soft recoil, red dot ready, and built to last. That's why you won't see this Sig sitting overnight in any gun case. Kel-Tec Sub2000 Gen 3. Kel-Tec's always been known for building quirky carbines, but the 3rd generation Sub2000 finally gets the mix just right. For $511, you're getting a rifle that folds down to 16 inches and weighs just a touch over 4 pounds, yet sends the flat-flying 5.7 by 28 round from 20-round mags. The trick is in the twistin' fore end. It lets you keep a red dot up top, fold the gun, and stash it without ever losing your zero. That's the big gripe they finally fixed from the older models. MLOK slots at 3, 6, and 9 o'clock make it simple to mount a light or sling just how you like it. Out on the line, recoil feels like a rimfire with a little attitude. Steel targets ring out clean at 50 yards with near-zero muzzle rise, and the 1 in 7 twist barrel keeps 40-grain loads moving past 2,300 feet per second. The polymer stock ain't got a pad, but truth is, you don't need one. Even dumping mags feels easy on the shoulder. The charging handle's lighter than the Gen 2 version, and the Ombi mag release finally gives lefties something to smile about. Kel-Tec throws in one pro mag, but 30-round sticks and even 55-round drums are out there waiting online. Interest shot up after some online shooters ran 300-round torture tests without a hiccup. And now that ammo prices have dipped under 50 cents a round, folks are seeing it as the sweet spot between rimfire fun and center fire capability. Preppers like that, it slides right into a laptop backpack with space to spare. Truck owners stash it behind the seat. Hikers drop it in a hydration pack. And gun folks, well, they just want the lightest folding 5.7 in town. Watch the counter when shipments land. These carbines are gone before the cardboard cools. Rossi R95 Lever Action. Lever guns never really left American soil, and with all these westerns streaming and the rise of manual action hunting, demand shooting through the roof. Rossi stepped in at just the right time with the R95, priced at $849.99 for the 16 1/2 inch walnut version. Hunters and collectors are grabbing them up fast cause they combine Marlin 336 compatibility with fresh stock. No need to wait on back orders. That's smooth, hand-finished action cycles, 5 rounds of 30 through a side gate, and the half-cock safety keeps things carry safe without spoiling that classic silhouette. The hammer-forged barrel wears a black oxide coat that don't mind brush scratches. And the walnut furniture brings that old-school charm without a museum price tag. The receiver's drilled to match 336 rails, so you can toss on a low-power variable optic or stick with the adjustable buckhorns. Weighing in at 6.7 pounds and stretching 35½ inches. The R95 balances just right for offhand earshots. That action's slick, rivaling rifles twice the price. Working the lever feels like greased ball bearings and spent brass kicks out clean every time. Modularity's helping fuel the craze, too. Ranger Point and other outfits offer M-Luck forends, big loop levers, and scout rails that drop in easy so young shooters can trick out their first deer rifle instead of leaving it bone stock. Ammo's another win. 30-30 still lines the shelves when Creedmoor's cleaned out, and that one in 12 twist barrel handles modern monolithic loads with ease. Range time shows 2-inch groups at 50 yards with Hornady lever revolution, and sub 3-inch patterns with plain old round nose stuff, plenty good for whitetail in the eastern woods or hogs out in Texas scrub. And that's a wrap. These 8 firearms ain't just flying off shelves, they're proof there's still plenty of smart design and solid value out there for shooters of all stripes. So which one of these bestsellers already lives in your safe, and which one's next on your radar? Drop your thoughts down in the comments, we'd sure like to hear what you're running. If this roundup helps sort your short list, go ahead and hit that like button, share it with your range buddies, and make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell so you're first to know what's heating up next on the gun counters.